This is a intermediate level stretch. You can tell by the blue lights. So hopefully you've done the green level one before. If you did that one, found it pretty easy, found it pretty simple to get into, this one's gonna tick it up a notch and maybe, hopefully, get you wound down after a big old workout. So if you haven't checked out the green one, have a look. If you'd like this one and you wanna get a little bit more intense, check out the purple one as well. So, team, you got 20 seconds for our get ready. We're gonna do the seated lat on the right-hand side. So whenever we're doing the unilateral stretches, it's gonna be a right and then a left. And look, let's just get straight into it. Hopefully you've got your mat set up on the floor. If not, pause it, pause your workout, go get what you need to, and then I'll be here waiting. So you can either choose to sit down cross-legged for this one or sit kneeling as well. Both are fine, but what I want you to do is take a big deep breath in. You're gonna grab the right hand. Elbow is gonna come up to next to your bicep here. Left hand is gonna reach and grab that elbow. And now what we're gonna do is pull the elbow back behind our head and lean to the left. So this is our right lat stretch. You can see now, this one's a little bit more intense based on the length of the stretch, the time under tension, okay? It's a 45-second hold this time, as opposed to the 30 seconds that we did yesterday. Like I said yesterday as well, if you're new to stretching, what I'd love for you to do is have a think less about how intense your stretch is, and think a little bit more about time under tension. So we're gonna shake it off here, take a rest, shake it off. Thanks for the follow there, friend. You've caught us live here on Twitch, but basically if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll know that all of these workouts are saved here for you to head back and take a look at. So here we go. Left hand side. Left hand comes up behind the head, elbow up towards the ceiling. The right hand is gonna grab that elbow, and then we're gonna lean to the right. So you know you're doing this right when you're gonna feel that stretch in the left hand lat, and you're also gonna feel it down here in this tricep on the left hand side as well. And then breathe. So every other part of your body should be relatively relaxed. Relaxed enough that you can actually breathe into your belly. Puff up the belly, breathe into the abdomen, breathe out, and just hold it. So what I'm talking about when I talk about the time and attention, I don't want you to feel pain. If you feel pain in any parts of your body, you need to stop, you need to shake it off, you need to relax, because you shouldn't be feeling pain. We're gonna be doing our laying glute stretches now. So here we go, laying down. We're on our backs. With this one, the setup's a little bit involved. So what we're gonna do is put our right knee up onto our right ankle up onto the left knee. We're gonna have a look at this triangle here. Right hand goes through the hole in the triangle, and the left hand grabs it on the other side of the knee, and we're gonna pull our right ankle towards our chest. So this is a laying glute stretch right now. This is a bit more intermediate. This is a little bit higher level than yesterday's glute stretch. Yesterday we did a forward fold with one leg hamstring. This one is putting a little bit more focus into the glute itself because we're bringing this ankle up. It's reaching into the piriformis as well, and it's helping to stretch a little bit more of the glute med in the hip here. So really, really, really holding this one and breathing into it. And then let it go nice and slowly. Bring that foot down, shake it out. You can stay here on the floor now because we're gonna do the other side. So you're literally just mirroring it on the other side here. Martha Stewart, how you going? So we're gonna get our left ankle, pop that up onto the right knee. This triangle between the knee, ankle, groin, left hand goes through that, reaches up, bring that foot up off the floor, wrap the hands around the knee, and then pull the ankle towards the chest. So if that's a little bit too much for you, you can regress this a touch. You can actually raise that leg, put the hands underneath the thigh and pull in there. That'll shorten the stretch. Otherwise, pop the hands out in front, lay back and really pull the ankle towards your chest here. And just breathe for 45 seconds. Breathe into the belly and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth for these ones. Holding it for 45 seconds. Breathe, 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 and Let it out, there you go, cool. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop up onto our knees because we're gonna do the runner's lunge here, okay? Just breathing, breathing, breathing. The runner's lunge right hand side. I'm gonna bring my right foot to the front. Now this mat's very cool because I have some lines here. And what I'm gonna do is right foot forward. My hands are gonna pop down as if I was gonna do a plank, and now left leg back. And what we're trying to stretch with this one, my knee comes up off the floor. Yesterday we did a kneeling hip flexor stretch. What we're doing now is actually, instead of having our body upright, I'm gonna pop down so that my body is in a plank, my hands are on the floor here, and I get a really nice stretch in the left hip flexor, but I also start to open up the right hip a little bit. So you can kind of see why they call this a runner's stretch. If you are a runner, you're gonna appreciate this because you're opening up the adductors on the right-hand side and you're stretching the hip on the left at the same time. And again, holding and breathing down with that rear knee and stepping back out of it, okay? Nice, 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 nice. There we go. Oh, you got some recommendations, Grace, for Gold Soul? Check out the things. There's some really, really cool stuff that Grace has been working with recently. Here we go. So left foot comes up to the front here, the hands down, and then you're gonna assume plank with one side. So pull that right leg back, straighten it out. And hopefully with this posture right here, you've got your shoulders next to that front knee. You're breathing into your belly. You're able to activate that right hand glute to straighten the right leg out. And you're feeling the hip stretch on the right hand side. And you're getting that nice groin stretch on the left hand side here and just holding it. So again, time under tension. If you want to pulse into it, you can dip the hips down a little bit, but keep that rear leg straight. Breathing, holding, holding, holding. This is a great stretch after single leg deadlifts, by the way. Drop that rear knee and step back out of it. There we go, cool. All right, so the next hold is the cobra. I want to make a point of this too, is that a lot of people will actually confuse the cobra stretch with the upward dog stretch. So what's up dog? Not the cobra, right? So the cobra stretch, we're gonna lay down on our bellies. Lay down, you're gonna point your toes, you're gonna keep your thighs on the floor, and you're gonna press your chest away, squeezing the glutes, and rearing up like a cobra. So this is the cobra stretch. The difference between a cobra stretch and an upwards dog, is that the upwards dog, let me show you real quickly. You see that? The up dog is actually lifting your thighs up off of the floor. You're on the tops of your toes and you're holding your body up, right, okay? So that's the upwards facing dog. This is cobra. Cobra is with slightly bent arms, okay? Slightly bent arms looking up. And if you're doing this right, you're not gonna be able to talk because you're looking up and it's pressing on your larynx, okay? So breathe in, out. In, out, there you go. Cool, cool. Lower yourself down nice and slowly. Nice, nice. So now we're gonna stand up. Get up. Hey Jim, how you going, mate? All right, so we're gonna stand up. We're doing the cross ham right. So what I'm gonna do is keep my right leg nice and straight. I'm gonna cross across it with my left, and now we're gonna stretch. So yesterday, we were doing a bent leg stretch with the left leg being bent and the right leg being straight. Now what I'm doing is I'm crossing my left in front of the right so that it's pushing my knee back almost into a hyperextension, and I'm stretching my hamstring like that. So now you're forcing your right leg to be nice and straight. And you can see I'm nowhere near touching the floor with this one, and that's fine with me. That's something I can work towards. Breathing into the belly. With each exhale, just see if you can get down a little bit lower. Nice, and then using the power in your glutes and your hamstrings just to roll yourself back up. Nice, nice. Sweet. Okay, shake it out for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna do the left-hand side here. Excuse me. Okay. Right-hand side, right-hand leg. goes across the left. We're gonna press back and then lean forward there. Leaning down into it. You done this one many times before, Jim? This one's an amazing hammy stretch. Just the posterior chain. If you're doing it right, you're gonna feel it in the calves as well, the back of the calves. Holding, holding, holding. Nice. And up. There we go. 45 seconds. Nice. Oh, brilliant. Good, good, good. All right, next one, we've got the standing pec right. So for this one, you are gonna want a little bit of equipment, but I think this is something that everyone has. Door frame, rack frame, anything like that. Because what I'm gonna do, T-pose, but I'm gonna bring my left arm down. This is right hand. I'm gonna hold on to this, and then I'm just gonna spin and twist, okay? So spinning and twisting. You want to have your arm parallel to the ground. You wanna have this 90 degrees to your spine. And we're literally just holding on and spinning around. So this is one of those stretches, it's really easy to do, and sometimes you do it without even realizing you're doing it. Sometimes you're standing just in the doorway, you'll grab it and you'll spin and hold it. But it's a really, really good reminder that, you know what, these muscles along the front here, the ones that hold you internally rotated, the ones that sometimes when you do too much bench pressing, too many push-ups, too much keyboard warrioring, you want to externally rotate these sometimes. You just hold it for 45 seconds and rotate back out. Whenever you're pulling out of a stretch as well, make sure you return to where you started from. Don't just let go and bounce out of it. You want to slowly return to the center. So left-hand side now. I'm gonna hold that up so that it's a horizontal, 100% horizontal. And then I'm gonna rotate. Here we go. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Nice. Your tower climbing days, Jero. So did you do the hamstring stretch there for getting prepped, getting limber for the tower climb, or did you do it after the climb to recover from it? Okay, here we go. Holding, holding, holding. Before and after, nice. Nice. So with all of these stretches, we're breathing into it. And you can see the practical application of that as well. So Jero, if you're watching the VOD here, Jero used to climb wind turbine towers. So the practical application of getting those hamstring stretches, deadlifts and dad jokes, Jim does deadlifts, and getting that stretch in the hamstrings in between each rep is just sort of resetting the tension there in them. So we've got the couch stretch, right. So with a couch stretch, we've got a ball. And what we're gonna do is press that up against the wall, or with a couch, I'm gonna press my right knee down into the floor, 90 degrees in this front leg, and pressing that knee back in towards the ball, and I'm gonna keep my torso upright. So this one here, this stretch, if you don't learn any other stretch today, get after this. The couch stretch is the #1 stretch for today, okay? So push that knee back towards the ball or the couch, keeping a 90 degrees here, squeeze the glutes, keep the hips squared away, facing forward, and breathe. And remember, like I said, to get out of it, roll forward, okay? So it's good to have the mat down here because you don't want to press your knee down into like a tile floor or anything. So to get into this, we're gonna put our foot up onto the ball or the couch, the side of the couch, pressing that knee back in towards the ball or the side of the couch, and then make your way up. There we go. So the couch stretch is money for bench. Money. Money, money, money. And it's good that you mentioned for bench there as well. It's for all of these movements, to be honest. I've had people do the couch stretch to help with things like sciatic pain. I've had them do the couch stretch to help with hip mobility issues, to recover from running things, to help relieve some tension in the quads when it comes to things like patella tendonitis. And what you're aiming for is to try and get this nice and vertical here. So roll down. It might take you a little bit of time to actually to learn the couch stretch there, but again, like what you said there, Jim, it's money. Absolute money. All right, origami. Right hand side origami. This is a fun one, okay? So we're gonna roll down. I'm just gonna make sure I don't break my mic. Oops. What we're gonna do is right hand side, right knee up, grab that with the left hand, roll across. This looks familiar, but what we're gonna do now, grab that left foot with the right hand and pull that in. So we're twisting and we're stretching our quad at the same time. Why is it called the origami? Can you guess? Because I'm folded up like a paper crane right now. So we're pulling the right across to the left, and the left leg I'm grabbing with my right arm, and I'm stretching that quad. I'm also stretching the right glute at the same time. Now this is more intermediate level, right? This is an upper tier alligator stretch. Let go, untwist. Nice, there we go. So that's a good one, it's a fun one. I'm just gonna pop my mic on this side here. Remaining where I am, I'm gonna bring my left knee up, okay? Grabbing that with the right hand, twisting that down, and then the left hand is gonna grab the right leg, and it's gonna pull in and get a nice quad stretch on the right hand side whilst I'm also stretching this left glute. Origami. Paper, folded paper. There we go. Breathing, 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 and stretching. Has anyone done this one before? I'm interested to hear. Has anyone done this old little foldy one? Breathing, breathing, breathing. I think you like this one, Finns, from all of the leg sessions that you've been doing. Nice, and we're gonna roll out of it, 30 seconds. Oh yeah, doing the origami stretch will improve all of your mobilities, all of them. Hey Dash, thanks for the gift to non-register. That's cool. You. Oh, 6 seconds, seated lat, let's go. Let's go. You call that one the best stretch in the world? Haha. Okay, we're taking a seat. We're gonna grab that right hand up, reaching back behind the neck. Left hand grabs the elbow and stretching the lat. So after doing those bent over rows and after doing those lat pull downs, this is a really, really, really good stretch to just put a bit of tension, bit of a pull on those lats. One side at a time. You don't need to push much. You don't need to press or lean too much before you feel this one. But all of these stretches today are really, really good bang for your buck. You can see I'm not putting myself into any sort of crazy yoga positions right now. But I'm also not at the beginner level. Let go, nice and easy, shake it out. Good. So we got a few seconds here to mess with it. Okay, left hand side, next. So getting prepped for this one, sitting up nice and straight. Also, if you can learn to kneel down like this, you will get a nice stretch on those tibialis anterior, especially for the people, like we mentioned yesterday, that may be going through shin splints. You can just stretch them out for 2 minutes while we kneel like this. Pulling and holding this lat stretch, sitting up nice and straight, breathing into the belly, breathing out. Cool. Hold it. Good. How are we all going? Check in with me if you're live. Let me know how the stretches feel. If not, leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite stretch is on this YouTube video. Or if there's anything in particular that you'd like me to be demonstrating and how to stretch in a future video, I'm happy to do that as well. We've got these laying glute stretches now. So laying on my back, right hand side stretch first, which means we're gonna put the right ankle up on the left knee. Right hand goes through the triangle, grabbing the knee, pulling back and stretching this glute. So great for post deadlifts, great for post squats. This one's a really, really good one for post runs as well, because you got that piriformis. You get some really, really, really nice stretches here that you wouldn't normally get in your day-to-day life. Now, while you're doing this stretch, focus on your pelvic floor. Hold your pee, breathe into the belly, and relax. So as well as thinking about pulling that knee towards your chest, the ankle towards your chest, think about everything relaxing so you can just get a really, really good tension on those muscles and let it out, let it down. Just hang out here as well. You don't have to sit up, you don't have to do any work in between. Just shake the legs if you need to. Press the toes around, bounce them around. Okay, get ready, 5 seconds. Bring that left ankle up onto the right knee, left hand through, grab the knee, and pull it back. There you go. And breathe. Again, hopefully now this is the second time you've done this. You can remember what it felt like the first time, and then you can add a bit more tension. So it's that really nice, it's hard to describe the difference between a tension and a pain. It's not a burn, it doesn't hurt. Stretches shouldn't hurt. If stretches hurt, there's something wrong. But stretches should have this really nice, pleasant burn, tension to them. Feels good, it should feel good to stretch. And it should feel really good when you release the stretch. You get like a rush of, you know what? Whoa, it's a good range of motion we worked through there. So we're gonna flip over now, runner's lunge, right hand side. Remember, this is the intermediate level. Tomorrow I'll be doing the lizard stretch, and the lizard stretch is like an upgraded runner's stretch, runner's lunge. So right foot forward, hands up by that foot, pressing the left leg into a straightened posture and pushing the hips down. Now, again, don't have your hips twisted like this. Hips should be straight, they should be squared away with the floor, and if you can, press them down towards the floor a little bit. Just bounce a little bit if you want to as well. So we're looking for that right hip flexor stretch. We're looking for the left hip flexor stretch and the right groin stretch. So you're bringing this knee very, very close to your shoulder. It should be up next to your shoulder there. If you're having a lot of trouble with this posture, that could be a sign that you do need to drop down to the green level stretch that we did. So just check for that video, because what we're doing there is the kneeling deep lunge, and that's a precursor to this one. So you're gonna get a little bit more mobility out of that before you do that reach and the straight leg as well. So left foot up, hands next to that, straighten that back leg, toes are still on the floor, and we're gonna press our hips, keeping them nice and square, pressing them down towards the floor, hip flexor and left groin. And breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth, if you can. The in through the nose helps to bring some nice cold oxygen just through your sinuses. Sends your brain a signal to be awake. And when you go out through the mouth, if you can breathe out against pressed lips, get a little bit of tension behind that breath. It helps with your cueing for bracing your core. Drop that back knee, leaning back, and just getting out of that stretch nice and easy. Nice. Okay, cobra. Remember the cobra. It's not an upward dog. We're not gonna go that far yet. Tomorrow we'll be doing the upward dog. So if you'd like to get into that, check for the purple workout. Down. So we're gonna start off laying down flat. The hands are just under the shoulder. I'm gonna point my toes, I'm gonna squeeze my butt, and I'm not gonna go to straight arms. I'm gonna make sure that I'm using my hamstrings and my glutes to help raise my upper body. Just to the point where I'm getting a really, really nice stretch along the front of my core, my abdominals, my rectus abdominis, lifting the neck. Big deep breath. So hopefully in this posture, you're feeling that you can't actually inflate your chest a lot. That's good. You want to be inflating your belly. That's going to help with the stretch as well. Make sure you keep your butt squeezed, keep those core muscles nice and tight. You've got 10 more seconds here. Just keep holding it. Here, hold it, hold it, hold it. With the next exhale, try and get a little higher. And then slowly drop out of that. Just slowly, 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 slowly. Nice, nice. And hop up, because we got the cross hams to do. Angry pork, cross hams. Yeah, thanks, Dad. Right hand side first. So the right leg is gonna be straight. We're gonna cross across it with the left, okay? Keeping the hips squared away, hinging at the hips, and just leaning down. So I don't care how low you get. If you can keep a nice straight back when you do this, you're gonna feel the stretch. It's gonna be all the way from your ankle, through your calf, through this hamstring towards the bottom of your glutes. And just hold it and breathe. There shouldn't be much of a stretch in this left leg, because what the left leg is doing is pressing against the front of the right leg to get those joints in the right position for a good, healthy stretch. When you do a forward fold, it's all too easy to bend your knees and release the tension on an otherwise good stretch. So this way, we're focusing on one leg at a time, and we're pressing that knee back so that you can get a nice good stretch on it. Good, 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 good. All right, other leg in 10 seconds time. It's really started to warm up in here. Woo. Okay, 3, 2, 1, step across, hinge at the hips. Oh, that one's a little uncomfortable. Nothing grows in the comfort zone, right? We wanna maintain this healthy level of discomfort, because it's gonna help you to reset your frame of reference, reset what normal is, and become slightly better at everything. If we go through life with just the same old standards, if we don't make difficult decisions that call out bad behaviors, then we're just gonna continue being whatever we are. When other things thrive, your normal becomes mediocre. So let's continue improving, right? Fit for ballet. Ballet is fantastic. It's a fantastic regimen of movements, except for your toes. It can wreak havoc on your toes. Stretch pec, right? Okay. Right hand goes up, reaching into a door frame or a post or a flagpole or whatever you've got that's sturdy and upright. You're gonna hold onto it and you're gonna twist. And we're gonna get this nice stretch along the pec, but the hidden bonus stretch in this is you're gonna stretch your bicep, and you're also gonna start to just tickle that bicep brachialis nerve and tendon in there. That's a very important one. The biceps brachii stuff that happens inside your elbow there is often what a lot of bodybuilders will start to hurt, because they're doing a lot of bicep curls and they're doing a lot of concentric arm movement. Sometimes what you need is a bit of straight arm strengthening and stretching. So that's why things like dead hangs are very, very important, but also just straight arm strength. That's why gymnasts have such good tendons, is because this straight arm strength. A lot of work that's been done for years. Here we go, stretch. So be very, not cautious, but be very aware of your body when you do this one. Yeah, a pull hanging station, for sure, beauty. You can also do some very good lat stretching. A hanging station is quite morbid, but what we're talking about is something to hang from with your hands, with your arms. It's definitely an underutilized motion, an underutilized stretch for a lot of people. Okay, it's getting this left arm in. We got our 5 minutes left, chat. And look, time flies. It really does. I want you to go get to your couch, go get your ball, go get whatever it is you're popping your knee up onto. You can use a bench with a towel on it. You can use something with a little bit of cushioning on the floor there. And so I'm gonna do the right hand side first. My right foot goes up. I'm gonna drop that right knee and push that into the balls as far as I can. 90 degrees, and sit back. Now, square away those hips. and breathe into it. This is enough for most people. Just doing this push back, squared away hips is enough. What we're gonna do for the last 10 seconds of this one on my stretch, actually, let's say the last 15 seconds, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this. I'm gonna squeeze my butt, I'm gonna raise my arms up into the air, and then I'm gonna lean back. And this is money, this one right here. So we're gonna get a little bit more of that hip flexor, a little bit more of that quad, right over the top of the knee. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. That's great. Nice. And immediately standing up, feeling all loosey-goosey in the hips there. It feels great. Oh man, I should do this more often. I think that's what the #1 most uttered sentence is gonna be during people watching these videos is, man, I should do this more often. There we go. So 90 degrees in the front leg. We're gonna try and go for a 0-degree angle here. So hopefully your heel is pressing right into your butt cheek and you're able to square your hips away. Just square them away, just think in with yourself. Cool. Left is definitely worse. I'm gonna put my arms in the air, straight arms if I can, lean back, squeeze the butt cheeks, keep the hips square. Nice. Here we go. And bring that down. Ooh, that was a good one. I like that one. 2 minutes left. We got our origami right-hand side. 2 more holds, team, and that's it for this stretching session. Well done. I'm gonna bring my right knee up into the air, much like we're doing an alligator. Left hand grabs that, pulls it down, but then the difference is right hand grabs the left foot. I'm gonna stretch that quad again. I'm gonna stretch the right hand hips. Don't be surprised if you get a little bit of a cramp in your serratus here, in the muscles just under your ribs, maybe even your lats. Get a little bit of a cramp because this is a strange position that not a lot of people are used to. If you do feel cramps, you've identified something that you need to work on. You've identified a position that you're not used to, and you might need to spend a little bit more time being a little bit more mobile. Let go, ease out of that. There we go, cool, good. Okay, taking the mic out, I'm gonna pop that to the side. Last stretch, team. Bring that left knee up into the air, right hand grabs that, keeping the right leg straight until we've gone to the alligator. Bend the right leg, grab that right foot with the left hand and twisting, stretching the quad, stretching the glutes. Breathing. And hold, here we go. Holding, and listening. 2, 1. Yeah. Nice. Now, before you go anywhere, what I want you to do, there's a reason why I made this the last stretch of the workout. It's because we're already on the ground here. So if you're gonna go to work, if you've done your workout and you're gonna go to work, then I'd like you just to lay down, think about what you've got on your list of things to do, and just do a real quick prioritization. Real quick. Figure out what you're gonna do and what you want to achieve in the day. If it's the end of the day, I want you to do a quick mental journaling of what you've been thinking about throughout the day, and then let it pass out of your mind. Let it just flow, because you wanna clear your head now for bed. You wanna just let it out. So just lay here for a sec and just have a think about things. Let it move on if you need to, or have a think about what you want to achieve. Lay here as long as you like, to be honest. I haven't got time, so I'm gonna get up. But if you want to stay on the floor, do what you need to. Well done. So thanks for joining me here for this stretching session. If that one was nice, if you found that one really, really nice and achievable, have a look for the purple level stretching, which is going to be up soon. Otherwise, pop back down to the green level, work on that base level mobility, but otherwise, hopefully we can catch you live on Twitch, twitch.tv/fit4purpose, or next time here on YouTube. Chuck a comment below on your favorite stretch. Thanks.